From a suspect who tried to flee on a lawnmower and accidentally shot himself after being tased by an officer, to another who fled in a stolen Lamborghini and fatally crashed at high speed, and a smuggler recklessly driving into oncoming traffic with 12 illegal immigrants.
On November 9th, 2024, troopers Gaunton and Williams were conducting a sobriety checkpoint when the driver of an SUV stopped briefly before turning around and fleeing the scene, initiating a pursuit. The trooper managed to execute a pit maneuver, causing the vehicle to spin out. However, it wasn't enough to stop the driver, who turned around and continued fleeing. As the trooper got closer, the driver signaled, indicating he would slow down and possibly stop. However, the trooper, not trusting the driver's intentions, decided to execute another pit maneuver despite the signals. The driver managed to recover from the pit maneuver once again and accelerated at a high rate of speed, continuing to evade the trooper. The troopers finally brought the driver to a stop after multiple attempts. The driver was quickly arrested and taken into custody without further incident, bringing the chase to an end. Leave your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about this pursuit, and what punishment should the driver face? On September 19, 2024, Deputy Robert Henderson arrived at a home in Leone Township to arrest 41-year-old James Mitchell Kerr on a felony warrant for probation violation and 2 misdemeanor warrants. Kerr, who was on a riding lawnmower, ignored the deputy's commands to stop and instead accelerated his mower.
James, stop! 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 Get off the... Now! Get off now! Stop! 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 Stop now! Stop now! Get off! Get off now! Right now! Get off! Now! Step off! Shut it off and step off now!
I am!
Get off! Now! You run, I'm gonna tase you, James.
The situation escalated when Kerr retrieved a handgun hidden on the mower, prompting Deputy Henderson to deploy a taser. As Kerr was tased, he discharged his weapon, accidentally shooting himself in the hand.
Send me another unit now. Shots fired. Suspect pulled a gun.
No,
He shot. Stand by. Suspect reached for a gun. Got tased. Round discharged from his gun. Start JCA'd another unit. Looks like he got shot in the hand.
Backup officers arrived shortly after, taking Kerr into custody and transporting him to the hospital for treatment before his transfer to jail. He now faces multiple charges, including assault with intent to murder and resisting arrest, with his case set to move forward in Jackson County Circuit Court. On October 13, 2023, Florida Highway Patrol units patrolling Interstate 95 were alerted to a stolen white Toyota Prius. The vehicle, tracked by the Broward County Sheriff's Aviation Unit, was heading northbound into Palm Beach County, leading to a request for FHP assistance. As the trooper closed in, the driver signaled as if they were about to pull over. However, the trooper executed a pit maneuver, causing the vehicle to spin out. Despite this, the driver continued to flee. The trooper then performed a second pit maneuver, successfully bringing the fleeing vehicle to a stop. The driver, identified as Jonathan David McReed through his Florida ID card, was taken into custody. He was issued several citations and faced charges including fleeing or attempting to elude law enforcement, operating a motor vehicle without a license, and grand theft of a motor vehicle. On June 27, 2023, a smuggler driving a truck tractor led TXDPS troopers on a high-speed pursuit on IH-35 in LaSalle County. The smuggler recklessly drove on the wrong side of the road at speeds of 85 miles per hour.
He's driving on the shoulder on the southbound lane going northbound. We're going over 80 miles an hour.
DPS is in pursuit.
3 Boy 190 came on to...
I receive all units now heading eastbound 44. Eastbound 44. Just got to the left lane, trying to pass about 3 18-wheelers. I don't know if you're going to be able to successfully deploy spikes. Receive, taking the 133 pack 6, looking at spikes.
He's losing control. Alright, we're turning into some ranch road. He's stuck, he's bailing out.
The smuggler veered off the road for several miles at speeds of 85 miles per hour before getting stuck and fleeing into the brush. Numerous illegal immigrants also bailed out, attempting to evade capture. Troopers apprehended 12 individuals who were referred to U.S. Border Patrol. The driver was pursued through the brush, arrested, and now faces charges of evading arrest, smuggling of persons, and reckless driving. On June 19, 2024, a smuggler driving a Ford led DPS troopers on a high-speed pursuit along US 277 in Maverick County.
Traffic, 702 in pursuit northbound 277, passing on with 558, behind a white pickup, northbound, heading towards...
116 Del Rio, fell out, or correction, the vehicle went off the road onto a ranch road. I got cords when ready.
The smuggler rammed a ranch fence during the pursuit and evaded through the brush. They continued driving recklessly through multiple ranches, ramming a total of 5 fences along the way.
Warning, terrain.
And vehicle just busted through another fence. We are now northbound. I have cords for the fence. It's going to be 29 point.
Okay.
Top is going to be standby. Right. Standby. Bail out. We have bodies bailing out. Standby for cords. It's going to be top is 29. Oh, he threw his shirt off, dude. There's a blue long sleeve shirt right here.
Yeah, probably then.
Running, but they're all staying together. Alright, these two just got up and ran. I have cords.
Warning, terrain.
Go ahead.
Horse patrol, hard left, to your left. Hey, troop, you're on him. Troop. 10 degrees to your left. Troop, yep.
Percent fuel.
1 second. I gotta find that other one, man.
Terrain.
Or wait, no.
They got him. K9 got one.
Oh, he did?
All occupants bailed out and attempted to hide in the brush. With the assistance of DPS aircraft, U.S. Border Patrol Horse Patrol, and the DPS brush team, 5 illegal immigrants and the smuggler were arrested. The smuggler, Carlos Alberto Urbina Miralda, an illegal immigrant from Mexico, now faces multiple charges, including 5 counts of smuggling of persons, 5 counts of criminal trespass, 5 counts of criminal mischief, evading arrest, and unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. On Friday, February 10, 2023, while patrolling eastbound on Interstate 20, Near mile marker 87, a trooper observed a white Honda Accord, failing to maintain its lane. Activating emergency lights and siren, the trooper initiated a traffic stop. The Honda initially pulled over onto the right shoulder, but as the trooper approached on the passenger side, the driver suddenly accelerated back onto the highway. The trooper quickly returned to their patrol car and began pursuing the vehicle on Interstate 20. The fleeing driver attempted to outsmart the trooper by signaling a right turn, but suddenly executing a U-turn instead. However, the trooper wasn't deceived and quickly adjusted to the driver's maneuver. Despite the effort, the driver managed to continue fleeing, though with visible damage to their vehicle.
Give him a love tap.
The driver continued his reckless maneuvers, blatantly running red lights and even driving in the oncoming traffic lane. With a deflated tire causing visible sparks, he showed a complete disregard for the safety of others on the road. After the driver crashed into a ditch, he fled on foot, running up an embankment. Troopers pursued him but lost sight of him in the darkness. Despite an extensive search of the area, even with K-9 assistance, the suspect remained at large. His vehicle was later towed by Sellers Wrecker Service. On Wednesday, November 6, 2024, Trooper turned around to follow a white Chevrolet Malibu on Columbia 22, just south of Columbia 21. As the trooper did, he observed the vehicle speed up. Using radar, the trooper clocked the vehicle traveling at 60 miles per hour in a 40 miles per hour zone, with speeds continuing to climb. The trooper activated his lights and sirens, reaching a top speed of 89 miles per hour on Columbia 22 while attempting to catch up. The trooper got closer to the vehicle and attempted a pit maneuver, but the suspect repeatedly brake-checked, preventing the trooper from executing the maneuver. After 5 minutes into the pursuit, the suspect made a reckless decision. Something truly stupid.
is. No, I don't know what it is. I think it's billing. What's up, Bill? Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Come here.
The suspect turned off the road and stopped in front of a residence. After fleeing on foot, he stopped in front of a fence and surrendered. The trooper instructed him to approach, and the suspect was arrested without further incident and taken into custody.